What is going on, you guys? Riley on Gemmy Inflatablefans98, and I got a cool review for you guys today. This is the Gemmy 2019 8.5-foot nativity joy sign. This one was sold at Lowe's this year, I believe for $80. I got this 75% off. $20 plus tax was the total. And I really wasn't planning on getting this one this year. This wasn't one I had my eye on. The only reason, again, I bought it was because it was, really good deal, 20 bucks for this. Base fan inflatable, can't beat that. And I actually have a spot for this one next year. I think the Wiseman scene I've been using the past few years is kind of wearing out, and I don't know if it's going to be usable next year. If it's not, then I'll put this in that one's place. But if it is, I might as well just get as much use out of that one as I can. But either way, I'll have a place for this eventually in the future. And I do think this is really cool. And again, I have the Noel sign, so this will go cool, kind of, on the with this one with the Noel sign, and then this one on the other side of my nativity, with those two on either side. So yeah, pretty cool, guys. Yeah, I guess I'll take it out of the box and inflate it. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, so let's all take it out of the box. So let's inflate it. I'm assuming this thing's probably going to inflate pretty fast, since it doesn't seem too big, but it does seem to have a pretty slow starting fan. But now it should inflate pretty quick. Ooh, all tangled up here. Let me pause the video, I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, so I'm back here, and this one's pretty cool. I do really like this one. I honestly think the box is a little misleading. As you can see, it almost looks like there's a background behind Mary and Joseph, but there isn't, as you can see. I just thought I'd mention that. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys purchased this one and, have already seen it inflated, but for those of you that haven't, no, it does not. It's just a, open... They're all open behind Mary and Joseph. But it is pretty cool. You got the North Star up there. Again, Mary, Joseph, baby Jesus, and then the joy sign itself. This is pretty cool. And I think the only way, honestly, I would say I might prefer it a little bit better with just the joy sign and maybe not these in here. It just kind of looks weird like that. But it's still pretty cool. But I feel like maybe it wouldn't have sold nearly. I mean, I don't think it really sold all that well this year anyway, because again, there was a ton of these at 75% off. But I don't think it would have sold nearly as well as it did this year, even though again it didn't sell very well, if it didn't have the Mary, Joseph, and Jesus in it. That's just my opinion. But this is pretty cool. Again, I honestly think I have a spot for it this year. So again, let me just get some close-ups on it here. And it was really tangled up when I took it out of the box. It was really weirdly tangled up. But yeah, it really doesn't take that long to inflate. It takes a few seconds, and it's a smaller one with a base fan, so you can probably already tell that it'll inflate pretty quick. But this one's really cool. It's going to be a little shorter of a review than I usually do. Yeah, guys, it lights up pretty well, it seems. There's a light in the J, light in the Y. There's a light in Mary, but I don't believe there's one in Joseph. Maybe there is. I don't know if that's the light from Mary lighting up Joseph or not. And then there's, of course, one in baby Jesus, but there might be one in Joseph too, and in the star, sorry. So there's a pretty decent amount of lights in it. And again, it's a smaller one, so it'll probably light up pretty well at night. You know what? Let me pause the video and turn off the lights, and I'll show you. So yeah, actually not too bad. Obviously in person it would look a little different, but the video doesn't pick it up very well, but it does look pretty good at night. So I mean, again, I'm recording this like January 10th, I believe, so it's definitely not going to be available anymore at Lowe's. I actually just went to my Lowe's yesterday, and they didn't have a single Christmas decoration left. And I was kind of surprised at that, usually because I've been, late into January, almost into February, I feel like, in past years, and they still had stuff out, like not inflatables at least, but So, I mean, if you guys want one of these, you didn't pick one up, I'm sure there's a lot of sellers on eBay that have these. Of course, you're going to have to pay close to retail, if not over retail, for them, you know, because some people are stingy like that. But if you want to get your hands on one of these, that's probably the only place to, you know, you're probably going to get one is on eBay or, you know, some sort of resale site. But this is really cool, and I definitely recommend it, especially if you guys don't have a nativity, manger scene, whatever you want to call it. This is a pretty good one to, you know, in place of that if you don't have one. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Riley on Gemmy Inflatable Fans 98. Like and subscribe.